Welcome back to Not So Pro Football Talk. We are back at you again with another tier list video. You guys have been hitting up, you guys have been liking all the videos, commenting, talking trash about our rankings, and we appreciate it. We appreciate all you guys' interactions. So thank you guys right away. And then, hey, if you guys continue to like this content, don't forget to subscribe. We are on our way to 400 subscribers. Isn't that right, guys? We are so close. Yeah. We are 6 away. If you are one of the 400 subscribers, before we hit 400, we are doing a giveaway. We are going to do a signed memorabilia football for an NFL player. We don't know who it is. It's going to be random. We're going to order it. We don't know who it's going to be. But you have a chance of winning that. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so that you can make sure you get that subscription for you guys. And then potentially a giveaway. And then you guys helping us out. We want to give back to you guys. We appreciate it. And don't forget, we are on all social media platforms. Vincent, go ahead and throw that banner because I know you're so fast at it. We are on all social medias. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We're going to be one day on Instagram. One day, but we're working on it. But make sure you guys check us out on our TikTok the most. Our TikTok is absolutely booming right now. We've had million view videos. We're legit, all right? We're TikTokers. At the end of the day, we are TikTokers. So make sure you guys hit us up on our TikTok. We got a lot of good stuff cooking in the works, especially for the NFL season. I think it's only like 90, 80 days away. We're very, very close, Vincent.
Yeah, man, those Twitter photos and those memes are going to start coming out when they're showing people's jerseys. It's like only this many days away.
We're close.
Yeah. They're already out. The Niners have been doing it for a while. Hell yeah.
Oh, I don't follow Niners.
Yeah, we don't like them.
We're 83 days away, right?
I knew we were close in the 80 range.
You know, I love my Niners, baby. I love them.
Nice.
Very, very exciting stuff. Very, very exciting. But let's go ahead and get into this tier list that I know you guys love so much. So we're going to go ahead and throw it up on the screen for you guys. We are doing we're going to do the NFC right first, right? Whoopsie.
Yes, sir. But
here we go.
Just a little sneak peek.
A little sneak peek. So we're going to do the NFC North position rankings first. And then after that, if we have time, because I know you guys are probably going to blow up the comment section, telling us stuff. If we have time, we're going to do the AFC position rankings also. So we're going to go from quarterback all the way down to special teams, saying what we think of, hey, this is where this team ranks in these positions. So let's go ahead, start it right off with the quarterbacks. All right, NFC North. You guys know me. Jordan Love is already a solidified Hall of Famer. He's number one, right?
No.
Jordan Love's gonna be last. All right, I know, just because he has had the least amount of starts. That's where he's gonna start off. All right.
I think that's pretty fair.
I think it's fair. I'm obviously upset about it, but I'll live with it. I
know who's not going to be first.
Yes, yeah. Justin Fields.
No, and that's going to be Jared Goff. He pissed me off yet once again. I was playing Madden the other day, and this guy is horrible, dude. This guy is complete dog water. Takes 3 seconds to release the ball. So inaccurate. I had to put Sudfeld in, and he came out and he tore it up. But Jared Goff is absolute garbage. Never liked him. I don't think I'm ever going to like him. I was starting to increase my like for him. That just totally was decimated. So
no, AJ, you were just decreasing your dislike for him. Never liked him.
There you go. I have him as third. I'm gonna put him third here.
I have Jared Goff as number 2. I think he's better than Justin Fields. I think he's a more solidified quarterback passer. He has more experience. I think Jared Goff is better quarterback than Justin Fields. Vincent?
You know what? I agree with Reed. I think Jared Goff is better than Justin Fields. I do think Justin Fields can be better than Jared Goff.
He can be. He can have a better year this year. He could.
It's just dependent on everything, all the other aspects, that we'll get to right now once we get to these other positions.
All right, and I guess we got Mr. Primetime himself, Kirk Cousins, as number 1, right?
And that's not saying a lot. I mean,
yeah, it's not.
It's like that's a horrible QB division. Maybe the worst QB division.
It's up there. It's definitely up there. But I mean, it's definitely taken down just because they're so young. Like Justin Fields, he's only had 2 years. It hasn't. He's shown spurts, and then Jordan Love, we just don't know. We just don't.
Hopefully, Jordan
Okay.
Love brings their ranking up in the divisional quarterback standings.
Hopefully,
again.
man. He just needs to be mediocre, and they can be good.
Do you see the NFL rumors that Jordan Love wished all the Bears fans happy Father's Day?
So yes, I don't know really what was up with that. There's like this whole storyline with it.
Yeah.
On a video, he wished them Happy Father's Day.
That's messed up, bro. He has no right.
How is that messed up?
He has no right. He didn't do it. That's Aaron Rodgers' gig.
He said they were fathers. That's all. That's all he said.
You know what he meant. You know what he meant.
Listen, it was some video. He didn't mean it like that. He tweeted this whole thing. I have not paid attention to the story because I feel like it's the dumbest thing ever.
But yes, it's not true.
What?
I hope it's not true.
What do you mean?
I hope Jordan Love.
There's a video.
He did do it?
There's a video.
Oh, this guy, I don't like him. I don't like him.
The fan asked him to do it. He was just doing a video for a fan.
He was doing it for the fan?
Posted it. The fan posted it, and that's what happened.
Well, you know what? Fan for fan. He lost the fan. I'm out.
You were never a fan.
Yeah, I was. You don't know that. You don't read my diaries at night. He's out. I'm out.
Jeez.
All right, so we all good with those quarterback rankings. The only disagreement was where Jared Goff and Justin Fields are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what we talked about during our QB tier list.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I feel like one of y'all were like praising the crap out of Justin Fields.
I think that was Vincent. Yeah, Vincent said he was going to be like a top 5 quarterback next year.
I think next year he can definitely develop with the. We'll talk about it right now. Once we do these these next positions, that's why I think he can move himself up in that quarterback list.
Okay. All right. So next we're going to do the running back room, and that's the whole room. This isn't just their number 1 running back. This is the whole room. All right. So I'm just going to throw them all up here just so we can think about it. This is not where we're going to put them right now. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty. So
I think the Vikings are a Cook away from being the top spot. Since they lost Cook, they lost that spot.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that Green Bay's the top spot there.
For sure.
Yeah, they just have 2 solidified backs. They got a beefy guy and then a guy that can do it all in Aaron Jones. So I do think that, and hear me out. I do think the Lions are creeping up.
I mean, they lost their 2 running backs last year.
But they did get the second best running back in the draft.
Yeah, the second best.
He's still amazing. He's really good. You know, so you can't
he's like
too much.
He's like a star generational talent. What's his name? Shoot, I'm forgetting his name from Texas.
Bijan Robinson?
Bijan, yeah. Bijan is like an elite generational talent.
Yeah.
But Jahmyr Gibbs is like an all-star or a star type generational talent. He's going to be good. I remember we were saying like, why are they going Jahmyr Gibbs? And then we like started looking at his tape, and then we started actually seeing how he is, and it's like, oh, this guy's pretty good too.
And the Lions were like he's capping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in my opinion, I think maybe the Lions should be 3rd. Just my opinion.
I would agree there too. I think the Lions have more potential because if you look at the Bears depth chart, their running back 1 right now is Foreman. Now I like Foreman, but he's not a running back 1. He's not an RB1. And then
he's
behind
a placeholder.
Exactly. And then you have Herbert, which you're not very excited about. You know,
For
I don't know. If you're ready to think about it, I would even want to drop the Vikings, but I can't because of the rest of the teams. Like Alexander Madison, we all know what he can do, right? But doing all this fantasy research that I'm doing right now, he's the most snaps that he's ever played in a season. I think it was like 60 or a little higher than that. Like he hasn't played too much. 160. 160.
Okay.
He hasn't played too much. Okay. And that's not that good, you know. I don't know. That's pretty scary. So we don't know what's going to happen. But I like that ranking right there.
For sure. All right. So this next one, O-line, we're gonna hand it over to the O-line specialist, AJ. So
Oh,
AJ,
me,
I want
right?
you. No, not you, Vince.
Get out of here.
You hate offensive linemen.
I was about to say that my opinion here doesn't matter, so I'll let y'all go with it.
All right, AJ, I want you to take it from here, and then we're gonna react and maybe potentially move some stuff if we disagree. All right, so take the mic.
Sweet. Thank you very much. This is O-line AJ here. Definitely at last place are the Chicago Bears. They did have some works, right? I like what they're doing. They're on the right track, but I need to see it to believe it. So now let's go to the Lions. What do we think about the Lions? First person we think of, Penei Sewell, right? Draft pick that they got now going on 3 years was absolute garbage in Madden the other day. By the way, Madden, fix your game. I know y'all love defensive players, but show some O-line some love.
He was going against Myles Garrett. All right, AJ, come on.
I don't
He's
care.
aging though.
Yes, exactly. Anyways, okay. So the Lions, they're going on the right path. They're working on the trenches as well, right? So you want to look at the solidified O-linemen, and this is the top two teams in the division for the past 5 years, right? We got the Packers and we have the Vikings. Now the Packers, they have some key sets. I love it. They got really good players, right? But how consistent are they going to be? If I'm not mistaken, I believe they lost one guy. Was it one guy? Their O-line?
No, not this past year.
Not
the
this
year
past
before,
year.
The year before we lost Billy Turner.
Okay, it was the year before then.
Yeah.
But they have this one guy, the second best offensive lineman in the league, Bakhtiari. So, good for them. I'm going to have the Packers as first and the Vikings as second here.
All right, I like it. Yeah, the only bad thing I'll say against our line is our left side is unstoppable. You got Bakhtiari left tackle, then you got I'm blanking on his name, Elton Jenkins at left guard. Those two, you ain't getting through the left side unless you got the best two defenders or whatever.
Unless you're playing Madden, because
unless you're playing Madden, then things are broken, etc.
Yeah, Madden's horrible trash game.
And then from our center to our right tackle, everything's undecided. Right now, anybody can earn any type of spot on our roster for getting those spots. But we got some young guys that I think can definitely fill those spots. We'll see. But I like that. I like that a lot, AJ. Vincent, you got any comments on the O-line?
I think the positioning is good. I'm looking at the Vikings O-line. The only guy of notice that I see here is Christian Darrisaw. I mean, he was the only guy that I can actually put a face to a name. So
because Vincent hates O-line, right?
I think it's all right. He's an anti O-lineman. What do we call him?
Anti-lineman?
No, you're
anti.
I forgot what we called him.
It
was borderline I'm racist towards.
Well, it was racism towards O-linemen.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about King Aaron and anti-Aaron and stuff like that.
Oh no. I forgot. We got to go back to the videos, but we can move it on.
All right. Next up is wide receiver position, and I know you guys are about to tear into the Packers wide receivers. Oh, they suck. They just want balls. They're young. Come on. Go ahead.
It was a fall season. They had Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback who made smart decisions. They were literally they were carried. When two parents are walking and they're swinging their kid in the middle, that was the wide receiver core last year. Okay, it was like, hey, you fell. Oh, it's okay. Let's pat that up and let's keep on going. That's exactly what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It's like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when they're little babies, and now they're gonna grow up to be the big TMNT.
Babies.
Yeah, the big babies.
All right, but let's remember the Bears had nothing last year. Now they do have DJ Moore. This is a huge upgrade. He also drops balls. Remember that.
He does.
DK Metcalf drops balls.
I think we have to put Vikings first because
Justin the best wide receiver in the league.
They had the best wide receiver in the league. Justin Jefferson, not Jamar Chase. They have JJ. He puts them at number one. It doesn't matter that Osborne's saying all right, etc. They do have a first round pick. I think that's I forget his name. I think it's Johnson or something.
Jordan Addison.
There you go. Okay, that is on their team now. But they're solidified number one unless somebody else can take them out. But the Lions lost DJ Chark, if I remember right. DJ Chark's not there anymore.
DJ Chark is no. DJ Chark's still with the Lions.
He's still with the
He was a
Lions?
free agent.
No.
He's a free
Yeah.
agent right now.
No, he's not a free agent. Still,
Who is he with?
He had to
He's
sign with
signed.
somebody.
He signed
signed
with.
Hold up, I got it.
Don't tell me the
Was
Cardinals.
it the Patriots?
No.
He signed with the Panthers. Panthers. There you go.
Panthers. I
Panthers.
like it. I like that for him.
Yeah,
There
very
you
good
go,
for
that
him.
is
He got a
right.
young quarterback that he can work with. But I think that they still have Amon St. Brown. I think the Lions are still at the number 2 spot. I personally think that we are better than the Bears as far as wide receiver.
What?
Yes, I don't care
What?
if DJ Moore. Christian Watson is going to be a star. All right, and we got Hall of Famer Romeo Doubs.
Okay, Christian Watson, Romeo
and
Doubs.
We have a new rookie, 2nd round pick. His last name's Reed. I'm Reed.
You need to get that
Come
jersey. You need to get that jersey.
Yes, I'm going to
But
get that
are we
jersey right here.
forgetting? And I know I'm not the biggest fan of his, but are we forgetting that the Bears have Darnell Mooney?
Mooney, we've seen what he is.
And do we
We've
also
seen-
forget that the Bears have Amon St. Brown, the younger version?
No, he has they have the older,
Equanimous?
they have the older version.
Oh, is he older?
Yes.
He's still very not by
No,
a
he's
lot.
not.
He's still
He's
very
bad.
talented.
He is bad.
No, he's not bad.
He dropped a crucial pass for the Packers against the
He did.
Buccaneers that made us lose that game in the playoffs, and he made the Bears lose games because he dropped passes at the final moment.
You
of
only
the game.
name
He
one
is
drop
not
pass.
clutch.
If you want to
I
talk
just
about drop
dropped two.
passes, talk about Christian Watson dropping
Oh
50% of
my God.
his passes.
He did not drop 50%.
He dropped 50% of his passes. It's just that the other 50% resulted in a touchdown or a 50-plus yard run. Might as well call him Gabe Davis.
I
Oh,
believe
dang.
that's not even close. Not even close. I think the Packers are better than the Bears as far as wide receiver environment. You guys take.
I think, if you don't mind me talking, Vince,
Go ahead.
I know I could get carried away sometimes. I think the combination of Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs is great. And I think the wide receiver, you have more depth over there in Chicago. That's all I'm going to say. You got more depth. You got DJ Moore. You got Darnell Mooney. I know they might get rid of Mapletron, but you also got Amir Brown. Okay, so
Daniel St. Brown.
Oh,
Same
man, Queez. Dang, is this Key and Peele or what?
I like the Bears more because they got more depth, but I wouldn't be mad if you keep the Packers in front of the Bears.
Vince, think you
I
break the
wouldn't be mad.
tie. You think break the
So,
tie.
let's look at this, right? Christian Watson, big. He's like Chase Claypool, but a little bit better, in my opinion, at this
Very much
current
better.
time.
At this current
Rom-
time.
Romeo Dubes. His name is Dubes.
It's Dubs.
He's not as big as Christian Watson, but he's still a decent receiver. I think he can do some damage this year. Do I think that he's going to be a solidified number 2? No, I don't. Jalen Reed might eclipse him. Jaden Reed is what his name is there.
Mhm.
But DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, these are the guys that are all most likely going to be either close or they're going to have 1,000 yards receiving. If Chase Claypool can stay on the team, if he can get past the injuries, if he can get back to what he was with the Steelers, I think the Chicago Bears have the better wide receiver room right now.
All right.
Wow, Vince, you look very pretty today.
Thank you. Is it because I'm glowing?
You are glowing. Wow. Give me your skin routine. We'll talk about it later.
All right. So we're moving on from wide receivers. I feel disrespected, but I'll move on. We're moving on to tight ends, and I'm going to go ahead and place the Packers at the very last spot. We lost Robert Tonyan and Mercedes Lewis. Our tight end room right now is a Joshua DeGuara. I think his first name is Joshua. I know his last name is DeGuara, who I think potentially can be really good because him and Jordan Love have a really good connection. Anytime Jordan Love has been on the field, DeGuara has shined. So watch out for that if you're trying to reach in fantasy.
DeGuara's corner.
DeGuara's
DeGuara's
corner.
corner.
And then our other two tight ends are going to be our
Musgrave?
second and third round draft picks, which are rookies. They got a lot to prove. At the end of the day, I think we're last just because they're all unproven.
Now here's where I disagree with Reed.
What?
I think
We're number
the
one.
Detroit Lions have the worst at this point in time. They have Brock Wright. Who the heck is that guy? They drafted Sam Laporta, just like the Packers did, but he's their second string. I don't think Laporta is going to be better than what the Green Bay Packers have in Musgrave. I think Musgrave will be your starter. I think DeGuara will come in on those packages where you have two tight ends. He's going to be just fine. They're going to have a dynamic duo there that's going to help the wide receiver core. This is where I think the Packers make up with their wide receiver room because I think they have two tight ends that are very athletic, very big. They're going to be able to help a little bit with blocking because the Packers always focus on blocking.
Yep. But
then after that, I think it's going to be the Minnesota Vikings.
As number one?
Give me. No, sorry. Cole Kmet with Robert Tonyan there in Chicago. Yeah, that's my number two. Yeah. Cole Kmet, he had a good season 2 years ago, or was it 3 years ago? Can't remember. I think it was when he was a rookie. Had a good season, but he's not that guy anymore. Minnesota with TJ Hawkinson. As long as he's healthy, TJ Hawkinson is the best tight end here. Do I think he's a top 10 tight end? He's probably just eclipsing that. But that's just me.
After you go number one and number two, it all gets wishy-washy, really.
Yeah. What do you think, AJ?
What you got?
I'm not going to say I'm a big Brock Wright fan because I'm not. I mean, who is besides his family, right? But looking at these two guys, I really think that the Packers tight end room is a rookie room, right? I think it's going to be the rookie starting, and I hope it is. Give them a chance. But you look at the 2022 season, both these guys from the Packers and from the Lions, they were both backups last year, right? So let's look at their stats last year. They're very similar, right? Brock Wright has 18 receptions, while Josiah DeGuara had 13 receptions, and Josiah went ahead and got 114 yards, while Brock got 216 yards and 4 touchdowns. So I would slightly give the edge to Brock just because of the stats, and I feel like he had more of an impact in the game, and that's why I'll put.
But wasn't DeGuara the tight end 3 for the Packers?
Yes. So just to give you guys some DeGuara things. All right, he's been our number 3 guy for a long time now, behind Mercedes and Robert Tonyan. I believe this is going to be his 4th year in the league, if I'm correct. We picked him like the 3rd or 4th round 4 years ago now, if I remember correctly. But Aaron Rodgers hates this dude. This guy has been open multiple times. Aaron Rodgers would look his way and turn it the other way. He has absolutely hated this dude. Why? I don't know. He's all about lovey-dovey, etc. But apparently he hates DeGuara. Jordan Love, every single time he's gone on the field, when he played against the Chiefs, his first start, and when he went in last year halfway because the Eagles were absolutely destroying us, he connected with DeGuara immediately. I don't know what it is between the two of them, just because they're always doing second team, first team reps together, whatever. They get connections. And I definitely, the rookies, because we drafted them this year, are going to get a lot of those reps. But I'm very excited to see if DeGuara can fight some reps and earn playing time, because Jordan Love loves that guy.
Okay, that's a legitimate argument. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm totally fine with doing this.
I mean, yeah, if you think that, yeah, it is unproven.
I can talk up our rookies and DeGuara all I want, but at the end of the day, I don't know.
Yeah, I think if we're doing this ranking of how this room will do after the season, I definitely think the Packers are going to be above the Lions. I think they're going to try to get Jordan Love to pass the ball, and just like Reed said, who's a quarterback's best friend? The big old tight end who has a mismatch. So
yep.
That's what I think is going to end up at the end of the season. But
all right,
yep.
Next up, we're going into the defense. All right, who loves defense around here?
AJ does.
I like defense.
You like defense? All right. Cool. I'd expect you more hyped answer from that, but all right. I am going to go ahead and take the Packers and say that we have the best cornerback room. 100%. We have Jair Alexander. Wherever you want to put him in the top 5, he's top 5. 100%. He's one of the best corners in this league. When you let him travel and cover the best wide receiver, you can see it by how he shuts people down. You saw it against Justin Jefferson. He shut him down in their second game against the Vikings. Best corner. Then you have Russell Douglas, which, hey, can come up clutch with interceptions, lets a play go here and there, but at the end of the day, he's a really good corner. And then you have Eric Stokes, who was our first-round pick 2 years ago. His first year, he was one of the best rookies playing at corner slots. That's when he was actually covering wide receiver ones on the daily because Jair Alexander was hurt that year. He played great. Second year, hurt. Started off really crappy. Then he got hurt, out for the year. He's coming back from injury. I think we still have the best cornerback room out of these 4 teams.
Okay. Alexander, he's known to be really good, except for Madden, of course. I didn't see too much.
No one playing.
He screwed me. That's what he did. He screwed me. Okay. And he's supposed to be an X Factor guy. Get out of here. But anyways, we're talking about real life here. Okay. We're not talking about Madden. We're talking about real life. He's a solid guy, right? I like him a lot. I wasn't really too impressed with him last year. I think you could agree that he had a slight drop off, like a slight.
That's our defensive coordinator, right? He's absolute garbage, okay?
I mean, you could blame the defensive corner, but if you want to talk about defensive coordinators, I think the quarterback room in Minnesota is very well put together, in my honest opinion here. Okay, so you have Marcus Davenport and you have Andrew Booth, and Booth is just he's insane. He's really good. I think he's on the rise as well. I think it's solidified. If the Packers had another guy to really complement Alexander, I think it would be by a landslide, but it's kind of tough to pick right now. But just because of the fact that Alexander is a top 5 corner in the league, I think the Packers stick with that spot, but it's very close. And I think the Vikings could pass them after this season.
All right.
I think this is like a really, really hard thing to just get right off the bat, because I think the Packers have a lot of depth. I'll give the Packers that. They got a lot of guys who played last year who are probably not going to see the field as much this year because, of course, Jair's back. And, of course, Rasul Douglas has made a name for himself. I think the only area that the Packers are weak on is safeties.
Yes.
And I'm not too sure.
Bad. It's bad.
Yeah. That's the only thing that I have to say about that. I think that the Vikings have a great safety room, but I think they don't have as good a cornerback room than the Packers. Then we get to the Lions. The Lions, they let go of what's his name?
Forget his name, but he was
they
the first
traded
rounder like a few years ago.
Like 2 years ago, yeah. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but they got CJ Gardner-Johnson.
He's like a Bouchouet or something like that.
No, not Bouchouet. He was decent too, but he was a rookie. I can't remember his name. His dad played in the league for a long time, so he has a solidified name here. But he's not there anymore. They got CJ Gardner-Johnson, and I think that he's going to be a starter somewhere. They don't have him as a starter right now, which is baffling. I don't know what's going on there, but I think the Detroit Lions have a say in this as well. Their cornerback room is not as strong as the Packers, but I think they're in there to fight with the Vikings. But I think they're still lower. And of course, Chicago Bears. Eddie Jackson is everybody else.
Eddie Jackson's a safety.
Yeah. So are we doing safeties in this cornerback room, or is that somewhere else?
No, it's cornerback safeties right underneath. For safeties are coming up.
Oh shoot, sorry. I got my screen too small. Yeah. But okay. Yeah, so cornerbacks, yeah, I think this is correct then. Okay. Packers, Vikings, Lions, and Bears.
I agree.
All right. Moving on, we are going to safeties. And I'm going to say if the Packers aren't last, we're close to it. We lost Adrian Ramos, who didn't play very well. We have Darnell Savage going into his 5th year, which, God, we were so dumb to pick up his 5th year. And hopefully he has a comeback year. And people behind that, Rudy Ford, who came in played good spurts. He got those 2 interceptions against Dak that helped us win that game against them. Really good game. And then after that, I would personally hope that we can move Razul from the corner position into safety because I think he could play really well over there. But probably we won't do it because we're dumb and that's just who we are. But hey, who cares, you know? But Packers are definitely 3rd or 4th.
Why are you flexing your forearm over there, AJ?
I'm cramping up, man.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
my
put
goodness.
Vikings pretty high up because they have Harrison Smith, who I very much respect.
He's very good. I do like him. I don't think I've heard too much of Cameron Bynum for the Vikings, but I think Harrison Smith makes up for that. But like I said earlier with the Detroit Lions, I don't know why they don't have C.J. Gardner-Johnson starting in their depth chart. I don't know if this is just ESPN messing up or something, but he's not a starter. I think he is going to be. I do think that he's not as good as Harrison Smith, so that's something to say. I think we have it correct here. If anything, maybe... Nah, I'm good with that. The Bears' defense is not anything to praise.
AJ, how you feeling? You like it?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to D line. Let's see. Vikings have Buckner, right, AJ?
The Vikings have
Vikings?
that's
No.
the Colts.
That's the Colts.
They have-
Okay. Who do
they
they
have
have?
Daniel
I'm going to tell
Hunter.
y'all straight up, man.
Okay, what's up?
I'm going to have the Lions number 1 here.
All right.
Okay, and you
Tell
can
us.
talk about
Tell us.
complete rooms, but there's this one guy, his name is Aiden Hutchinson, and he was an absolute menace last year. He should have been the number 1 overall pick,
He's
and
all right.
he should have been. And not just because he's from Michigan, but because he is that in now defensive player, right? The athletic type that could get around the edge and get to the quarterback quick, agile. If he intercepts the ball, that's a touchdown. He is that guy, and has a bright future ahead of him. And because of him, the Lions are number 1.
All right.
That's true.
I like to. If you're thinking about the Packers, just to remind you guys, we don't have a lot, but we have Kenny Clark, who's one of the best, the interior defensive linemen for the
Overpowered
past.
in Madden.
He's
Insane.
so
It's
good.
stupid.
He's so good on Madden.
It's so
but
stupid.
he's been one of the best run stuffers right behind Aaron Donald and some other guys for the past 4 or 5 years. He's really good. Still young. He's like 27 still.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely have Chicago last. That's one thing they needed to address in this draft, which they did. And I'm looking forward to see what it's going to do. But it was one of the worst defensive lines in the league last year.
Their whole defense was just.
It was bad.
Yeah,
it was garbage. But they're in the right track. They're doing good things over there. So I don't want to discipline them too, or not discipline. I want to bash on them too much.
Yeah, they also added DeMarcus Walker. I think he was with the Titans. I know the Seahawks were in on that guy too, but the Bears ended up giving him more money. So I think that him and was it Gibson or Billings who they drafted? I think it was Gibson.
The Gibson they got in free agency.
Oh, they did?
I forget from
I'm
what
not too
team.
sure.
But Gibson, I remember him getting in free agency when we talked about him. But the Bears very much upgraded in their linebacker room.
Oh, linebacker room for sure, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I think this ranking is pretty spot on. I agree with AJ. I think Hutchinson is probably the best defensive lineman in this whole thing. What's it called? On the outside. On the inside, of course, it's Clark. But those are 2 different aspects, running off the edge and going through the interior. So, but I do think that Okwara for the Detroit Lions is also someone to keep an eye out for. I think he's going to be pretty good for the Lions.
All right.
Cool.
All right. For linebackers, I'm going to say the Vikings are probably one of the worst. Because they just lost Eric Kendricks. They don't have a whole lot going on, in my opinion.
Really?
Yes.
Because they have Jordan Hooks and Marcus Davenport.
Yeah, those guys are.
They're good.
They're animals.
They're good.
Yeah.
I will say the Packers should be up there.
We have Rashawn Gary, who
he's a stud.
He's a stud when he's healthy. Quay Walker
is good.
Who can, if you need a punch, he's got you. We still have
Devondre
Preston Smith.
Campbell.
Preston Smith, who can still get a good rush. He's good for almost 10 sacks a year. And then we have Devondre Campbell, who had a little bit drop off of season last year, but still very solid play.
Yeah.
You got it right there, the first two, and then next, I think you should put the Lions and the Bears last.
But the Lions the Bears got those two. I forget on top of my head. Someone can look it up.
TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah, they got studs now.
But I don't think they're studs though. I think they're good players.
Okay.
Tremaine Edmonds is good, but I didn't really expect him to make a huge difference. He's better than what they had. Don't get me wrong, but TJ Edwards is probably better than Tremaine Edmonds in my opinion. I think he's going to be the better linebacker there, but I just don't see them being better than what Detroit has. I like Alex Anzalone. They have that one guy. What's his name? We saw him on Hard Knocks. Rodrigo. Yeah.
Rodrigo.
He's injured right now, but when he comes back, he's going to be amazing. I think he's the unsung hero here. So that's just what I think. I think the Lions are above the Bears.
All right. I like that. I think we have a good linebacker room, so I'm okay with us being first. I'm okay with it.
All right. Next is probably the best one for the Green Bay Packers. We got the special teams.
Okay, I'll line it up for you. All right, we punt return, kick return. We got the best guy in the league, Keyshawn Nixon. But we don't have a kicker right now, really. Mason Crosby, we're moving on from him. We are unproven. We had a few guys. We didn't draft a kicker. I don't think so. I don't remember.
Niners did.
The Niners did.
That's in the fourth freaking round.
Yeah, good luck, man. But the Packers, punters always moving around. Kicker, we are trying. We're finally moving on, but yeah, man. If you guys want to put Packers first, I'll take it. Vikings also have a good kick returner, if I remember correctly. I forget his name.
We're talking about special teams, not kick returners.
Yeah, everybody.
The returners are the most important part, though.
Whoa!
Yes.
Are you
about
kidding
long
me?
snapper?
What? Thank you. What is this? Oh my gosh! Of course, the same person that these receivers are the coolest people out there. What about the people who do all the dirty work, man? What about the tight ends, the linemen? What about them?
I didn't say nothing about wide receivers.
Oh, the kick returners are the best part. They're nothing without the people blocking for them.
Yes, that's true.
Nothing. Reed.
But if you got someone who's slow, he ain't doing nothing, right, AJ?
Oh, they're not going to put anyone slow over there. They can find anyone who's fast. Look what you do in Madden whenever we draft. You go to the free agents, someone with a 90-plus overall speed, and then bam. I mean, that's what teams do. Right? In college, NFL, they get this fast kid who he's quick, good hands. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's see.
Sorry for. Then what else about the Vikings? Right, I brought up the kick returner. You say something.
Hey, dude, we got to talk about kickers too, man.
Kickers
make some big bucks.
Yeah. All right. I talked about Mason Crosby.
Badgley.
Didn't he say bye? Isn't he gone?
What? Yeah, I said he's gone.
You said let's talk about Mason Crosby.
No, I said I talked about him. Dude, this guy never listens to me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. So funny. In my opinion, I think we have the first two correct. It's just up to who has the worst kicker. I think right now that's Cairo Santos with the Bears.
I would agree.
I mean, we never really heard about the Bears kick returners, punt returners, the long snapper. We rarely hear anything. I've never heard of them messing up. So, I mean, that's a good thing there. But I just think the Detroit Lions special teams room is overall better than the Chicago Bears. Just because even the punter for the Chicago Bears never puts them in good positions.
That's true.
So, just overall thing there. But I think we have it right.
I think we're good with this. I like this a lot. I'm gonna put us in this view just so we can fully see it. All right, so we got quarterback. Well, I wish we had something that we could like see who came up on top after all these grades.
Let's see. I can do some quick math.
Do some quick math. All right, me and
Well,
AJ are gonna
the
talk.
Packers are on top here.
We got 5.
Vikings are second. Lions are third. Bears are fourth.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Oh, Vincent was going to work harder on some math, but you just took that away from him.
This is a doctor, okay?
It's.
I'm the mathematician. I'm 95%.
I don't know. Are we in first,
95%.
AJ? AJ, are we in first? Because we have 5 first, but the Vikings have so many firsts and seconds. We got a few last places. I think if we're going off of this, then the Vikings would be first as far as positions, and then the Packers, then the Lions, who I think Lions are going to take the division, in my opinion, and then the Bears. Am I right?
That's what I would vote. I just going based off who won as many first as they did. But yeah, if we're going overall,
I'll take first. I mean,
Vikings only got. Oh wow, yeah,
because they got all these second places. They got 4 firsts and then 5 second places. Only 1/3. They never ended up in the last place.
All right, this is how we're gonna do it, boys.
All right,
this how we're gonna do it. Ready?
Yes, sir.
Dead last is the Bears. They have 6 positions in last place.
Yep.
And second to last, we have the Lions.
Yep.
They have 6 positions where they rank third, and then they have 3 in the second, but only 1 in the first. So that's why they're third, in my opinion. Now, second, this is where it gets a little, I guess, biased, because the Vikings have 4 top picks and number 1 here in their positions, but then they have 5 second top picks. So Packers only have 1 second best. So I think if we're going like overall here, I think the Vikings are first. The Packers do have 1 more first overall in their position list, but they have way fewer second overalls.
For sure.
That's
All
true.
right.
I could agree there. I like that.
I'm fine with it. Hey, we're not expected to have the best year this year. I'm fine with it.
It's true.
All right.
That hurts them a lot is like when you look at the importance of the position wise.
For sure.
Let's say QB, the Packers are last in that category, right?
Unproven though. Unproven.
Correct. Unproven.
It could be number 2. It could be better than Goff by the end of this year.
Possibly.
Unproven.
Or it could be,
it could be exactly where it is, and Jordan Love's out of the league. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is the unknown, but yeah, I think this was pretty cool. Give me a different perspective on this team, and kind of like our last video, don't underestimate the Packers. They're still a well-rounded team.
Yep, we can do it. It'll be a long shot, but we can do it.
Yeah, right, if you think about it, the Packers are set up for long-term success. That's what I think. They have a lot of room to grow, but there's a lot of positions where they have a lot of stability. So
for sure,
we'll see.
All right. So that is our NFC North position rankings. If you guys enjoyed this, let us know, and we'll continue to do it. We were planning on doing the AFC North, but we kind of let it run a little long. We did not think we'd be talking about this for so long, but we really enjoyed it. So if you guys enjoyed it, I apologize. Okay, AJ, that's my fault.
It's all right.
Jeez.
No one ever listens to me.
No one ever listens to you, okay? All right. But if you guys enjoyed it, let us know. We'll do something similar to this again. AJ, we got so much going on. Tell us what we got going on.
Everyone, we are closing up on the fantasy start of the season. It kind of sounds weird, right? Closing up to the fantasy start, but I am super excited. I'm getting paid right now to do some fantasy research. And what I mean by that is that while I'm working, I'm doing fantasy research. Okay, so I'm not actually getting paid for that, but I'm getting paid for stuff that I'm not supposed to do. And let me tell you, we are in for a huge season. I mean, huge. We got a giant announcements coming up, which you can learn on Discord. But I will let you all know here right now, live, or if you watch the whole video, I want to give you guys a little sneak peek as a thank you for staying here the whole video. NSP, we're moving to Sleeper Fantasy, baby. NFL Fantasy, we're done with that. We're going to Sleeper Fantasy. It is a better app which is compatible with tablets, phones, computers, whatever's more convenient for you. It is there. NSP is also doing not one but 2 different leagues. We might even do more if we have a lot of applicants. One league is going to be completely free, which you can enter with no charge whatsoever. All you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, AJ, that's not free. It is. Subscription is free on YouTube. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you are in the NSP Fantasy Football League. Light. I'm going to say light, right? Now, let's get into the second league. The second league, for the first time ever, NSP will be doing a paid league. And trust me, you want to get in on this. What are you going to win? Not money, because we're not allowed to give out money, okay? Legally, we're not allowed to give out money, but we're going to give you something that is much better. What? I'm not going to give you money, Reed. The price to enter in is TBD. Right now, we're looking at $20, which is not a lot, but the trophy, guys, it is insane. By the way, you win a trophy for the free league, and that's all you win, right? Only first place takes it all. For the paid league, winner gets, should I even say it? I don't want to say it.
Say it.
Gets a NSP Fantasy Football WWE Championship belt that they could hold. It's made out of 100% metal. It is heavy. It is phenomenal. It is really cool. We're not going to show it yet. It's going to be a surprise, and we want to engrave your name on it. And that's not all, folks. You all going to get some NSP memorabilia. You're going to get a team cap. You're going to get an NSP cap, some NSP stickers, and second and third place, we're going to give y'all a little something too just for participating. Okay, so now that's our fantasy news. We're hitting some 400 subscribers on YouTube, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends. If you tell your friend and they subscribed on our channel, you got to show us proof. If they do that, we will send you a little gift as a thank you. And once we hit 400 subscribers, we are giving away what Reed said, an autographed sport football of someone who's playing in the league right now. That could be a Devontae Adams. That could be a Nick Chubb. That could be anyone. We're going to keep that secret until we hit 400 subscribers. So go ahead and you make sure and you do that. Now, lastly, hit that follow button on TikTok. Yes, we are on TikTok. We are 150 subscribers away from reaching our goal of 1,000 subscribers. So once we hit 1,000, we will be doing lives, which is super awesome. I think Vince is going to be on a treadmill for a game. You're going to have him run and you get to watch him sweat. But I don't know if he's going to do it or not. If he does it, I might just do it. It's going to be fun, guys. You want us to go live because that only means one thing. That just means we're giving back to y'all, more giveaways. We're going to get a lot more involved with y'all. So make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on TikTok, all here down below, and let us know if you're interested in fantasy football. You let us know by contacting us down here or joining our Discord, which is in the chat. So thank you all very much. That's our promotion.
All right. Thank you so much, AJ, for the amazing ad. I got to assign you. You got to go pro, man.
Not so pro.
Not so pro. I like it. I like it. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. I really like this video. I hope you guys did too. And we'll see you guys next time. Keep on grinding.